So welcome everyone. My name is Nick Hershey. I'm the sales manager here for the Mortgage Calculator. We are a branch underneath the parent company MCM, where we have Stephen, a representative from MCM. We have my associates Kyle and Jose will be here from the branch and to talk about a little bit more how we operate. First, I want to start going through the different comp plans and stuff. So I'm going to share my screen here with everybody. Hopefully most of the people on this call have joined from this page, so you guys have probably all seen it. We'll just go through it again just to make sure everybody understands and we're all on the same page. But basically, our loan officers can get up to 300 basis points of compensation. We have some tricky ways to do that. We'll explain that a little bit later. But MCM is one of the top 10 wholesale lenders for reverse mortgages. So we have a really cool leg up on the competition where we have a really unique opportunity to make great compensation on some cool products. So we'll talk a little bit more about that and probably let Stephen talk about that at the end. We have a bunch of different broker and correspondent options. So myself came from banking about 2 years ago, went to the broker world, over the last year, and now we're partnering with MCM to do a correspondent lender setup, which has, kind of the beautiful mix of being able to do kind of broker and correspondent and, our own underwriting as well as a delegated lender as well. So a lot of different options, even more so than any other place that I've been in the banking or the broker world. We are very passionate about leads. So Kyle will show you guys a little bit more about some of our leads lists and stuff like that. But myself and Kyle, we have a 15+ year background in marketing, mainly online, generating leads. So we do this at a very large scale. You guys will see how that works. But basically, we've ran many companies and many agencies where we generate leads at a massive scale, and we're able to give those to you guys at a 50-50 split. So we'll show you guys exactly what that looks like as well. No monthly fees. We are big on that as well. So for all of our plans, we built the technologies from the ground up. So we have a team of 3 developers that have written every line of code for everything that Kyle's about to show you about our system. It's 100% unique and 100% built by us for us. And because we built that, we don't actually have to pay service fees to use some third-party software to actually do our loans and generate our leads and do our CRM. So we can offer that to you guys basically for free. So there is no secret fees. There is no hidden costs. There is no monthly fees at all. And again, as I mentioned, we've built everything from the ground up. So we built our own CRM that starts from, the customer from the lead generation side, comes into you guys through the CRM, allows you guys to quote them instantly, all kinds of cool stuff that we can do. But the base of it is our CRM with the dialer. So that's how we get a hold of clients, reel in the deals, and then Kyle will show you how we can quote those and really do something unique for these guys. Also included is a custom website. So our back end also connects to obviously a front end where the customers can engage with our own POS system that we've built and all kinds of different APIs that we've built in to operate these systems. Where if we have any other third-party software we use, it's all integrated into our platform. We don't have to go anywhere else. Lead routing and lead setup support. So again, we're very passionate about leads. We'll give you guys all the free leads you want at a lead split. We have tons of lists back there. Kyle will show you, but Kyle will also show you how you can set up your own lead system. So we use Zapier, where you can basically, integrate any kind of leads from any kind of software out there, any kind of system that you're using, bring them into our system, quote them, do all that. You can also have a few different places where you can buy leads of your own if you don't want to pay for a lead split, and we'll show you how to set those up as well. Another thing that we love partnering with Stephen and the MCM team on here is the ability to do business purpose loans in all 50 states. So when we're doing a business purpose loan, if it's closing in an LLC, it's a commercial loan. We don't have to be licensed in that state. So since we're very passionate about leads and generating leads in this non-QM space, which we'll talk about a little bit more here, that gives you guys a huge opportunity to actually expand your business because you can do business in different states, and we'll send you leads that qualify no matter what state you're in. You can talk to these investors in different parts of the country. One-on-one team leader support calls, just like we're doing here. We also do 4 times a week group calls with everybody, and then individual calls all day. So, today I have about 15 different slots with 15 different MLOs to book different meetings, to go over files, disclose files, all that good stuff. So we'll do one-on-one meetings, we'll do group meetings, a whole bunch of different stuff for all our remote-based team, all through Zoom. And as we mentioned before, the group daily Zoom calls as well. So we'll always have a different kind of thing we can jump in and learn as a group to do different trainings. Now, let me get into the part that everybody's probably here for, the comp plan. So I'm sure you guys have seen this again, but just let me explain it. We have 2 different plans, the senior and the junior. Doesn't mean anybody's better than anybody else, just kind of how we named them there. But basically the difference is if you can do loans on your own, you're already producing loans, you do not need my help to generate a loan and close a loan, start to finish, then you can go ahead and be on the senior loan officer plan. If you need help doing loans, if I need to take over your screen, if you've never used Encompass, if you've never used a loan originating system, if you've never done a loan, obviously you're going to be on this plan where you need some extra help. We'll go ahead and help you. I'll go ahead and click everything on your screen the first couple of times that you do the loans to get set up. Next couple of times we'll let you set it up on your own. We'll review it together, and then by the time we do 5, 6 loans, you'll be rocking and rolling. So that's the distinction there, guys. Real quick. Now, the senior loan officers, if you're already rocking and rolling, you can make up to 300 basis points. Now, what does that mean? Again, that's for special loans called HECMs, reverse mortgages. A lot of you guys are probably not familiar with those. Again, MCM has a great system, great software and support for that. They're a top 10 wholesale lender in the US for the reverse mortgage space. So a lot of cool things. If you don't know how to do it, don't worry. Steven and his team will teach you how to do that, and we'll put some of those in your pipeline as well. But what we're really passionate about is the non-QM and just our conventional stuff as well. We can make 200 basis points on that, or if you're not familiar with basis points, 2% if you're new. That's if it's your own lead. Now, if we have a lead split, that would be a 50-50 split. So you would make 100 basis points on a lead that we would give you from any of these lead sources that we're going to show you here in a minute. So it already includes everything we talked about before, the CRM, website, all this stuff you guys have seen before. The comp plan breaks down, again, 200 basis points on conventional non-QM, that's 2%. If you learn how to do the HECM loans, the reverse mortgages, you can make up to 300 basis points on those, 3%. And if that was a lead that we gave you for a reverse mortgage, obviously it would be 150 basis points or 1.5%. Junior loan officer, pretty much the same thing. It's just you need extra help, so a little bit less comp on those first few deals. So your base comp would be 150 basis points or 1.5% on conventional and non-QM loans. And if you get some of those HECMs under your belt and you're able to do those, we can do 200 basis points on the HECM loans. That's 2% commission there. Basically includes everything in both plans. You guys will both have access to leads and all that good stuff. The people on the junior plan will actually, sit down together for an hour, maybe an hour and a half to actually do the files, together. Senior loan officers, hopefully we just have to sit down for a couple minutes, just double check everything, and we'll get those files out for you guys without having to do too much work. So that's really the distinction there. Hopefully that makes sense. Kyle will talk about that more at the end of where the next steps are to sign up. But for now, I want to have Kyle show how our mortgage software works. Obviously, we can talk about it all day, but I'm going to let Kyle actually show you a real life demo of exactly how everything works. So let me go ahead and let him take over. Are you ready there, Kyle?
Yep, I am ready. Let me go ahead and share my screen here. You got my screen there? Yes? Okay, cool. All right, so what I'm going to do here is go through a quick demo of our software here. We try to put everything in one place for you, and you'll kind of see that as I go through it. Don't worry, once you get on board, we'll do a full training with this. So, you don't have to worry. This is just a quick breeze through of how the system works. And you'll see here, the first page I have here is just our CRM, right? So this is how you're going to communicate with your clients. You create notes, you send emails from here, send texts. It creates the history right here. Obviously, you call them, all that kind of good stuff. So just like any other typical CRM, right? You get a CRM phone number, you get a custom email from us for free, right? Everything is integrated into our system, so you don't have to worry about anything. But one of the coolest parts of our system is our quoting system, right? That's what's really special about our system here. So we can quote the clients, and I'm going to show you real quick the back end. This is what our quoting system looks like. We can get 6 pieces of information from a client, and we can go ahead, fill that out here. We can copy and paste our rates from Optimal Blue. If you've been in the business, you're probably familiar with Optimal Blue or Loan Sifter or some type of pricing engine there. And we just pull up all of our different conduits. We're able to see who has the best pricing. We're able to copy and paste some rates into this. And within a few minutes, we can pop out a quote that looks like this. Super beautiful quote here, right? It has all the different rate options that we gave them, right? They can scroll over these. What do these things mean? It has the address pulled in with the Google map. It has the Zestimate automatically pulled into the property. It has the loan breakdown here for them. It has the monthly breakdown of the payment, the taxes, insurance, right? It has the estimated closing fees here so they can see everything that's going on. And it has you as the loan originator, and you can also attach your realtors to the quotes, right? So realtors know when they send you clients, you can quote them within minutes. Send them a quote where you're keeping the realtor right in front of their face there saying, hey, we are your team and we are here to close your deal. So your realtor partners absolutely love that. And what's coolest about this is the client can look at this quote, and it looks amazing on mobile too. You text them the quote instantly. And what they can do is click this works, start my loan application. And what that does is that takes them to their borrower portal. So that automatically takes them here where they create their password, and they have their own portal here where they can start the official 1003 application here. They can upload the required documents that you've asked them for, which happens automatically depending on what type of lead it is. This is a conventional lead, so it's asking for the basics we're going to need for every loan, right? Bank statements, tax returns, pay stubs, and they can click right here to upload these. And so this is where they're going to fill out their application and upload all their documents. And that happens automatically once they agree to the quote, right? And what happens is on your back end here on our quoting system, you have the docs tab where you see what they see. You see everything once they've uploaded it. You can help them with their 1003. You can see the progress of the 1003. But this is the cool part. You can also request more documents. So if you need their 12 months of bank statements, you can click that, click save changes. Now it's asking them for that. And the system's going to let them know, hey, we need 12 months of bank statements. Click here to upload it, right? You can also request signatures from them. If you need them to sign, anything, you can go ahead and click here, check that, click save changes, and now it's added for them to sign on their end, and they can click right here and sign through our integrated e-sign software. So you're going to use our system to not only quote them, but automatically gather all of the documents and the 1003 so that you don't have to leave our system, and everything is automated. And so it's great to have this all integrated. Our quoting system is really awesome for that. Now, the next thing I want to show you is our pipeline management. So once we've done the quote, once they've agreed to it, once we've gotten their documents, once we start doing the loan in Encompass, which is the LOS that we use, we are then going to keep track of the loan. So you'll see here on your loans pipeline tab of our system, you'll see all of your loans in progress, the contact of those people, the stage that the loan is in, the loan amount, the loan number, the conduit that we've put it at, the account executive's info for that conduit, as well as the gross and net commission after any splits or anything. So you can see the commissions you're going to make. But the best part about this is to change the milestones. So let's say the appraisal is received, you can click here. Now you're keeping yourself organized on the stage that the loan is at, but it also asks you if you'd like to notify the client and the realtor, if a realtor is attached. Now, the #1 complaint from both customers and realtors about loan officers is lack of communication. And so we're going to make sure that not only do we keep ourselves organized at what stage all these loans are, because I hope all of your pipelines look like this with tons of loans at tons of different conduits, and you're actually moving them all through the process. So you know where your loans are at, but you're also keeping your client and the realtors updated automatically when you change the milestone. And now your realtor and client have been notified that the appraisal was received, and that's the stage that the loan is at. So our loan pipeline management tool here is great to make sure that everyone is on the same page of where the loans are at. So that's essentially what we're going to do. We're going to take the client from all the way from being a lead that's texted to you, which we'll talk about that in just a second, to quoting them, to gathering all the documents in our system, to then doing the loan in our loan origination system, and then keeping track of the loans right here on our pipeline management. So that's really what the system is made for, to keep everything in house. Now let's go ahead and talk about the leads. We have a few different ways that we give you leads. So as Nick mentioned, we're very passionate about leads. We are going to send you texts all day, every day, with leads that are in the state that you're licensed in. The first person to click that lead claims it, right? The instant somebody clicks on one of our Facebook ads and opts in to be contacted about what that ad was regarding, mostly it's going to be DSCR loans, our fix and flip programs, all this different kind of non-QM stuff that we're very passionate about. So you're going to get text messages all day. You can click the lead and claim it, and you can call them right then. And that is kind of the secret sauce that we have, is getting those leads, calling them within the first minute, getting at least those 6 pieces of info that we need to send them a quote. And as I just showed you, taking them from, a lead through the entire process right there. So that is what we're going to be doing all day. Those are our hot, fresh leads that are coming in instantly that you can claim. The other way that we're able to give you leads is our auto dialer. So back here on our auto dialer, on our make calls tab, we have call lists here. So you'll only see the call lists in your state. I'm seeing them all right now, obviously. And there's going to be 3 types of leads in here. One type of leads is cold calls, right? We're going to have different cold call lists. Here's a VA Earl cold calls, right? Where there are people that we know already have a VA loan. They're just cold calls ran against the DNC. There's also going to be aged leads in here, which are leads that were never followed up with, or leads that are from an agent who stepped down and their leads need to be followed up with, right? And then the other type of leads that are going to be in here are leads that fall through the cracks. So you'll see here we have, for example, these no ratio leads. These are ones that fell through the cracks that nobody claimed that day. And now they're in here. So you can come in and say, oh, there's still 3 South Carolina leads that nobody picked up. Let me use the auto dialer to contact them. Now, when we use the auto dialer, it's going to burn through hundreds of calls a day. You're going to pick up your phone. You're not going to hang it up, just like a lot of auto dialers you've probably used. It's just going to call people back to back. If they don't answer, you can press the no answer button, and that drops them an email and a text message from you automatically saying, hey, I just called about your purchase or your refi or whatever it may be. There's also a call script when you're calling them that is, whatever type of lead you're calling, it's a purchase script or a refi script. So the dialer is going to let you call hundreds of people in a day. It's going to let you drop those auto emails and texts. It's all compliant, already ran against the DNC, all that kind of good stuff. So that's another way, besides the leads we're giving you in real time, this is another way that you can get leads, right? The other way that you can get leads in our system is to purchase them. If you purchase leads, you're purchasing the same exact leads that we're giving you for free, but they don't have a split on the back end. So we have all these Facebook campaigns going. They've proven out already. Nick is the Facebook master, and he's able to get these leads. And what he'll do is he'll spend your $250 on your own lead campaign. We're just going to copy one of our campaigns. So if you say, hey, I closed a couple of those DSCR purchase leads, I love them, let me buy some just for me. And at that point, I will not have to pay a lead split. So all of our leads are always exclusive. When you claim that lead, or when you dial a lead, even calling through the cold calls, if you're the one that contacts that lead, calls that lead, claims that lead, it's never shared with anyone. We're very passionate about not sharing leads. All leads are exclusive. But if you want these leads to come directly to you, that nobody else gets a chance to claim, and you don't want to pay a lead split, you're absolutely welcome to buy the same leads that we're giving you for free on that lead split. The other way we're able to get leads into our system is, as Nick mentioned, our Zapier webhook. We give you all your own webhook right here. If you're buying leads from any other third-party sources, most of them have a Zapier connection. You are able to take your leads that you buy from whatever third-party source that you like and insert them into our system instantly, just like if it was a lead that we sent you. You'll get a text, you'll get an email, they'll be in our system automatically, so you can call them, quote them, and do everything through our system. So any way that you can possibly get leads, our system is set up to bring them in and quote them and get all their documents and take the loan from start to finish all in one place. Now, the last thing I want to go over here is our support tab. So we have a support tab here. We have training videos. We have income calculators. We have insurance quotes right here. We just give you access to everything we possibly can. We film our team meetings and put them back here. We have the selling guide for Fannie, Freddie, the matrices, the geo lookups, the eligibility lookups, every single thing that you're going to need here. We have our list of lenders here. We have our Google Docs, which is our call scripts, and our LOX templates, and every single thing you need, we try to put it back here. We give you a digital fax center with a digital fax number that comes back here. And as we mentioned, Nick, Jose, and myself, and Jose is nice, we put him, so nice we put him twice, I guess, here. And you can book your sessions with us, schedule a call. All of our Calendlies are here open. So if you need one-on-one help, you can book that with us. And so really, the whole system is geared towards keeping everything in one place at all times. And the last thing I want to show you is your custom website that you're going to get here. Actually, I need to be in another window, I think. Give me 1 second here, and I'll show you the I guess I can't right now. I'll have to log out 1 minute. So you'll see here that this is your custom website, right? So you'll all get your custom website. You'll see John Doe up in the corner. This will be you. And every form on here is going to go to you. When they apply, you have all these application pages for every different kind of loan that we do. And every single form that's filled out goes to you instantly through your CRM. So you're capturing all those leads. And so we have everything set up for you here. You can have your clients do a quick quote here. You know, they need a single family, second, you know, whatever it may be, they can do these quick quotes and it shoots it to you instantly. So that is the website that you're going to get as well. So that's pretty much what I wanted to go through here. What I want now is to have Jose come on here and talk a little bit about what that has meant. So Jose is the one who brought Nick and myself into the industry. Again, Nick and myself have more of a marketing, programming, and lead background. And teaming up with Jose with all of his experience was how we got into the mortgage industry and how we've kind of built something that Nick, myself, and Jose have all made by us, for us, and really given our take on what the industry was missing. So Jose, go ahead and introduce yourself. Let everybody know a little bit about yourself and how this has, you know, affected your career.
How's everybody doing? First and foremost, I want to thank everybody for joining us today. Hope to see you in the future in one of our many support meetings. Myself, I've been licensed since September of '95, both as a mortgage loan originator and as a real estate agent. Did own my own mortgage brokerage business all the way up to 2010 when the lending laws changed. Been pretty involved, pretty much full time in everything, nonstop. Never went to do anything else in the last 26 years. And what I can say is that since I teamed up with Nick and Kyle and we created these systems that we have created, it has definitely spurred my business on more. I would say 2020 was probably loan production probably was 2 to 3 times what it was in 2019. And then 2021, I think I surpassed it by like 50 to 60% what I did in 2020. And 2022 is looking very, very good. So with that being said, I would say the reason for all the increase, besides obviously my own experience and perseverance, is the systems that we have, the support that we have, the program mix that we have, including all of these great investor programs that allow us to not compete all racing to the bottom, but basically allow us to work as consultants, add value to what we're doing, not get nickel and dimed and shopped to death by all these people looking to save 50 cents or $1 a month on their payment, you know. So basically, I wholeheartedly recommend you all joining us, and not just because we want to make money. It's just it is a great team environment. It's like a big family where you will get, I guess, greater delight from your work. If you want to talk about exceeding your customers' expectations and delighting them with your service to get future referrals, this is definitely the vehicle for you to be able to do that. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Yeah, I'll touch on just to add to what Jose said, just about what we're, there we go, what we're passionate about here. So again, we focus on the stuff that has, you know, a niche for us, right? So when we put our budgets up for the leads, we're going to go after the type of leads that we're not racing to the bottom, as Jose said. We're not going to compete with Quicken to, you know, shave an 1/8 off a rate just to do, you know, just to shave an 1/8 off a rate and save somebody $50, right? We're not going to be competing for conventional loans, for FHA loans, for VA loans with Quicken and these other companies that have billion-dollar budgets. What we're going to do is we're going to offer our products, which are very unique. We have very unique products like mixed use, 5 to 8 units, still with, you know, regular DSCR type pricing. Our DSCR pricing is the absolute best in the nation. I still have all my wholesale broker rates. Our rates that we offer here are hands down better than every single lender that's out there. I have 160 lenders in my list here that I check every day, and we are the best price by far on all of the non-QM stuff, the DSCR stuff. So we're very passionate about that, and we're going to focus on that stuff so that you guys are getting deals that are coming to you for people that didn't even know these products existed. So we're going to be offering something that they didn't know existed. As Jose explained, you're going to delight these customers rather than just trying to see who can get the lowest comp to win the deal, like a conventional refi. We're going to be just totally offering something new and unheard of, and actually solving problems for investors that really need us to solve problems. And as Jose said, you'll get much more delight. The customers will be better, the leads will be better, the closing rates will be better, everything will be better. So we focus on that. I do also include regular leads in there as well, but we're not going to focus on that as far as our spent money, right? So most of your guys' personal deals will probably be conventional refinances for your family, for your friends, for your sphere. However, when we're going to throw gasoline on that fire and really fill your pipelines, we're going to fill your pipelines with some of the stuff that nobody else out there is doing. So that's really what makes us different here and allows us to put a little different spin on what you guys can all do. Everybody can do conventional loans. Everybody can race to the lowest comp on a conventional loan and try to beat Quicken. But not many people can do what we do every day here, which is actually, just delight investors. I had one guy told me, I'm falling in love with the process. That was his last text to me. He said, this is so cool. He got his 40-year interest only DSCR. He went from paying $3,500 a month hard money on a property that was only generating $2,800 in rent to now his monthly payment is $600. That's insane, right? So he went from losing money to now cash flowing. I think that's over a 300% return basically on his monthly cap rate there. So it's just insane the things we can solve for these guys.
And you got to add 1.5 million in net proceeds from those 19 cash outs that you're doing.
Yeah, he's lowering his payment substantially and getting over 1.46 billion in cash in hand. It's crazy off 19 properties. So that's what we like to do. And that guy is thrilled to death. Literally said he loves me, or loves the process, I guess, not necessarily me, but the process. So a lot of satisfaction there, right? I'd love that way better than my last conventional deal was. PNC offered me 0.125 better rate. Like, okay, well, this is not the conversation I want to have. So total different ballgame.
Nick, can you talk a little bit about the actual programs that we do have real quick, but just what is a DSCR loan? What are the bank statement loans? Like, what are the non-QM programs that we're very passionate about that the leads will really be for, the fix and flip and all the cool stuff that we can do real quick. And then we'll open it up for questions.
Yeah, sure. So Jose just did a training on this, so I'm sure he's talked about it to death, but we can do all the regular stuff, right? All the conventional, VA, all that regular stuff, right? We don't need to talk about that. Everybody knows that. But what we really love is the non-QM. So for primary homes, you can still do like bank statements, full doc non-QM, alt doc P&Ls, 1099s, all the different alternative documentation programs exist for, primary, secondary homes. But then we can also do all the non-QM programs can close in LLCs when it's an investment property. So we're really passionate about those because we can do those in all 50 states. I love these investors because we have the best pricing and they love to close in an LLC. That's what this vehicle is made for. And we can do that typically with the DSCR, which is only for investors, which is investment properties. And it's going to use just the property rents to cover the PITIA, basically the payment. So if the rents cover the payment, the ratio is 1 or greater, we get the best pricing, but we also have products for ratios lower than 1, down to 0.75 has pretty good pricing. Then there's also investors that'll still offer it down to 0.5. So even if the rents only make half of the payment, they'll still give you a loan. There's even investors that'll give it down to a 0 DSCR, AKA it's vacant or unrented, right? Or not even rentable, maybe it's still a flip, right? They'll still give you the money for that. Because the pipelines are open right now. So the non-QM pipelines are just flowing with money. The DSCR is the best vehicle, the easiest vehicle, basically no documentation, no income, no employment. That page of the 1003 is 100% blank. And we put those applications in. All you have to do is prove mortgage payments are up to date. It's really the easiest loan that you'll do. And your customer, it'll be the easiest loan you ever do. Your customers will be the most delighted customers you'll ever have because you're gonna knock their socks off with the rates. And adding things like the 40-year interest only onto the DSCR just makes it a no-brainer for these investors. They can't help themselves. So you'll be beating the investors away with sticks rather than trying to, compete with Quicken to shave an 1/8 off a rate.
And they run in packs, as Jose likes to say, right? Investors. So when they find out about these type of programs, you're going to get a lot of referrals out of it. So
we also have the commercial stuff, the large multifamily stuff. So I love to have outlets for this because when we're doing these ads, we still get the big boys, right? So we're trying to place a couple, multi-$100-million deals that are just enormous and property portfolios of hundreds and hundreds of properties for these large investors that we still have to have outlets. So we have the large commercial outlets. We have the fix and flip outlets. We even do a correspondent in-house fix and flip program, which is amazing. through one of our outlets where we can actually do it in-house. A lot of the commercial stuff is still kind of brokered because, it's case by case basis. But we have outlets for everything. So once we get these types of investors, we want to be able to have outlets for all their different properties, investments, all the different kind of schemes they have going on.
Absolutely. Okay. So the last thing that I do want to talk about is the next steps, and then we'll open it up to questions here. So let me go ahead and pull this up. I'm going to share my screen here. Like Nick said, most of you came in on this page or have been to this page before. And all you need to do is go to mortgagecalculator.company, go to the join tab. Matter of fact, Nick, can you drop a link there in the chat for me so everybody has the link? So when you're ready to move forward, select the plan that's applicable to you, right? If you're already done loans and used Encompass, go ahead and sign up for the senior loan plan. If you're new, definitely need to be on the junior loan officer plan. You're going to click here. You're going to go ahead and fill out the form and sign up. Go ahead and pause for a second. Once you sign up, it's going to pull up an e-sign contract. That's going to be your MLO agreement, right? So that's the initial contract saying, hey, I'm signing up with you guys on this comp plan. At that point, once you sign that, I will be the one to walk you through the onboarding process. I will send you the official employment package, right? So we can actually hire you, get your employment documentation, and all that kind of good stuff. And then I'll walk you through the process of having us sponsor your license and the NMLS. And at that point, we will bring you on board. We'll get you to do your required trainings. And within a week, you can be up and running, taking our leads. But instantly, you'll be able to do your own deals, right? As soon as your license is sponsored with us. But we do require that first week of training before you're able to start taking our leads. So when you're ready, go ahead and sign up here. And within a week, we can get you rocking and rolling, taking leads. And even these leads that are business purpose ones, that you can do in any state. So if you only have one license, you can start taking these national leads that are business purpose leads as well. So there's still plenty of leads for you to take. So that's the next step. If anyone has any questions, I think there's a couple in the Q&A that we can get to, and just keep dropping them in the Q&A, or you can raise your hand and we can bring you in, but you can go ahead and stop recording now, Nick.